We fixin' to make this town real smoking.
Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Right now there is a lot of discussions taking place. I'm doing my best to cover all of them, but there's so much happening with so many different video games: Street Fighter, Tekken, Mortal Kombat, King of Fighters. It's a lot to juggle, but it's also very, very fun to bounce between all of these topics. Today I'm going to be talking about Tekken 8. Now, I was a little bit hesitant to make this video because for those of you who are subscribed and watch all my videos, you guys know I like to have evidence. I like to, whenever I talk about something big or small, I like to show it on the screen. But this time I can't do that. There was a tweet from Harada. I covered it in a past video. It was like a year and a half ago. I looked through all of my videos. I have about 700 videos on my channel. I went through all of them to try and find the tweet. I went through as many of Harada's tweets as I can to find the tweet. I could not find it, and it truly is like disappointing because it's an important subject and I want to show you guys because I know there's going to be a lot of people who doubt because I don't have the tweet. But I'm just going to talk about it. I'm just going to put my thoughts out there. You guys can take it or leave it. I don't have the evidence as I normally do. What I do have though is two comments. Two comments that I pulled from past videos. The first one says, you covered a tweet from Harada where he was saying that fighting game companies eat on each other or something like that, and that it's best not to release the game at the same time with other fighting games and probably a year later. I responded. I tried to find the tweet to talk about it again, but I couldn't find it. The second comment says, didn't Harada said somewhere that the next Tekken ain't gonna release the same year as the next Street Fighter or big fighting game? As it is right now, Street Fighter 6 will drop early 23, so Tekken 8 will be out in 2024 most likely. So that is the two comments. So I'll break down the Harada's tweet from memory. Harada's tweet said something to the likes of, I do not believe in releasing my video games the same time, the same year as other fighting games. So basically Harada was saying on Twitter that if Mortal Kombat 12, Tekken 8, Street Fighter 6, King of Fighters 15, basically, if any fighting game was releasing that year, he would push his game back a full year, or he would try to squeeze his game before because he doesn't want to compete. He doesn't want to step on anyone's toes. And I remember it vividly. In that past video, a year and a half ago, I was talking about how 1 year is a very long time. In the FPS genre, Call of Duty, Battlefield, all of those games release in September all the way to November. You'll have many different juggernaut shooting games releasing back to back to back, sort of really competing with one another. But you don't see that in the fighting game genre. And right now, we're in kind of a crossroads because everyone is sick of playing Tekken 7. I made many videos about it, and it's kind of to the point where I'm kind of sick of even talking about Tekken 7. I said so much. I said everything you can possibly say about the game. It's to the point now where I just want something else to talk about, which is why I'm so happy to talk about Street Fighter, King of Fighters, and yada yada yada. But Street Fighter, Capcom, they have a cycle. They announce a game in February. A year later, they release it in February. Unless it gets delayed or it gets pushed back or something like that, it releases a year later. They did it for, I believe, Monster Hunters, I believe Devil May Cry 5 or whatever. They do it all the time. They announce it, a year later they release it. And you have to wonder, Street Fighter 6 just got announced in February. So if the cycle continues, it will come out in 2023 in February. So Tekken 8, There's two options. Can either, and here's the thing too. I just thought about this. Okay, so look. Here's the thing. Tekken 8 either can come out in 2022 or 2024. Now, I do remember there was a leaked release date for Tekken 8. I'll find the screenshot to that because that is much easier to find. But I believe the screenshot, the leaked release date was December 2022 or something like that. So that is a very plausible release window. E3 2022, I'm for sure that is where Tekken 8 will be announced, revealed, teased, whatever. And a few months later, when we get to December, they very well could release it right then and there. It is a different year. 2022, Street Fighter 6 is 2023. If you look at it chronologically, that's really only a month apart. Something that I did want to add to this video is the fact that Overwatch 2 and Tekken 8 releases the same day. I know Overwatch is in a completely different genre, but Tekken 8 should not release the same day as Overwatch 2. If they can, they need to push it back a few days or something, but releasing Tekken 8 the same day as Overwatch 2 is just going to be so hyped, and it's going to be such a massive game to where it will overshadow Tekken 8 when it comes to casuals. If they're trying to bring in that casual market, Overwatch is completely going to make all of that irrelevant. So that's something that I just want to add into the video once I did get this screenshot. You also have Path of Exile 2 coming out a day before. So that November and December bracket is very, very competitive. And Tekken 8 probably should move back maybe like to December 25th, Christmas or something like that. I don't know. But the same day as Overwatch, if I was Bandai Namco, I would not do that. I would definitely move my release date. But let's continue with the video. So I don't know. The moral of the story that I'm trying to get across in this video, I don't think Harada should be trying to move his game around, move Tekken 8 around because of Street Fighter's releasing. Right now it's very competitive. Right now the competition is very, very high. If Harada has to drop Tekken 8 in the same year, in the same month, in the same day as Street Fighter 6, you gotta do what you gotta do. The Tekken community is starving for content. A lot of people don't enjoy playing the past game. A lot of people don't even enjoy watching it, talking about it. Tekken 7 is just a very old game, and I think it's at a disservice to your own community to delay it because your competitor's game is coming out, you know? I think Harada should put his community first instead of his friendship, I would say. I don't know if that's why he's not trying to release these games, but there's no way Tekken 8 can come out in 2024. 2024, if Tekken 8 comes out in 2024, the Tekken community is going to be destroyed. When I talk about these things, I'm looking at the statistics, I'm looking at the data, I'm looking at the watch time, I'm looking at the player counts, and I can see everything going down. It was a little down at first, right back in November, December. It was going down a little bit, but right now it is tanking, and they need to put Tekken 8 out to make sure that, you know, no real damage is done. If they wait 1 year, 2 years, some of those players will not return. Some of those casuals, those 8 million players, they will not return. They're going to be off playing either Street Fighter, King of Fighters, Mortal Kombat, or who knows, they may even just leave the fighting game genre as a whole and go play, you know, Call of Duty, you know, Modern Warfare 3 or whatever they're saying it's going to be. So once again, I do apologize that I wasn't able to find the tweet. When I say I tried to find it, I really tried to find it. But I do remember him putting it out. I do remember talking about it. And I think the main reason why I wanted to do this discussion again talk about it again is because it's very important. It's even more so important now than it was when he first made the tweet. The last thing that I want to say in this video, I know I said it already, but there's no way that Tekken 8 can come out in 2024. If I'm not mistaken, in 2024, Tekken 7 will be 10 years old. I think the first time Tekken 7 was playable in the public, whether that's arcades or whatever, the first time it was playable in the public was 2014. So that would be 10 years ago. There's no way we can get to that point. 2022 or 2023 is necessary to keep this momentum alive because Tekken 7 did a lot. Tekken 7 put Tekken 8 in the best position possible, but they cannot fumble around with the release date and, you know, trying to be buddy with Capcom and stuff. Like, they need to drop their game, you know. We know they can put out a game within 1 to 2 year time. Back in the early days, Tekken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they used to put these games out in 1 to 2 year cycles. So it's not like these games take 6 years to develop. They can put it out in a year or two if they really wanted to. It's a simple matter of, will Harada do it, or will he, hold it off? Me personally, I don't think he's going to. Even though he put that tweet out, I think he's gonna compete. He has to. All of the Bandai Namco executives I know are going to be pushing him to release that game. So yeah, I don't know. I just want to talk about this discussion, even though I didn't have to tweet. I know it's out there somewhere. If one of you guys find it, I will pin it. I will, maybe do another video and show it just so you guys can see. But I just want to talk about this because I think it's very important. I've been saying it in the past couple of videos, but it's important. These next 1 to 2 years to 3 years is going to define the future of the FGC. Whichever one of these games, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, or Tekken, whichever one has the best start can very well be the one that dominates this next generation, right? So that's it. I just wanted to talk about this even though I didn't have to tweet. I do appreciate both of these comments because it gives at least some credibility to the tweet existing, right? I'm not just talking without literally nothing. These comments are some sort of credibility, right? But that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time. Like and subscribe. Bye bye.